Hello everyone, my name is Veronica Casados, and today I'll be sharing my interview with Jared Haslar, CEO and founder of a local Southern California company called Dedicated Credit Repair. Out of this 40-minute interview, I was able to take away some great insights and tips about leadership and running a company that hopefully you can take with you and use down the road as well. Interestingly enough, our interview takes place in a local busy fire station. You see, Jared works full time as a fire captain for Cal Fire here in California. He founded Dedicated Credit Repair 13 years ago with his wife Tiffany as a side business. Jared says he's always had an entrepreneurial spirit and was looking for that one opportunity to start his own business. Um, at some point, he decided to take a side job as a mortgage loan processor over a decade ago, in addition to working full time with the fire department. He soon found an opportunity. He was encountering hundreds of families with damaged credit after the housing crash of 2008 who were struggling to get into new homes. Working double duty and with the help and support of his wife, Dedicated Credit Repair found a niche market and is a success today. DCR is a credit remediation company that has been in operation for over a decade now. DCR's programs were created out of a desire to help consumers recover from the financial stress and confusion that comes when a consumer is struggling through credit challenges. Their mission is to help consumers restore their credit integrity by using legal, ethical, and affordable strategies that work quickly. Since day one, the company has been registered with the Department of Justice and follows strict adherence to state and federal laws, and it is one of only a few companies in Southern California to hold this certification, and it currently operates in 47 continental United States. After the economy began to fail in 2008, the Haslers realized that many homeowners and buyers with poor credit were being taken advantage of. And from day one, DCR has made integrity and acting ethically their top priority. They turned away many potential clients at the beginning because the company felt they could not truly help them in that moment. And customers were so surprised by and appreciated DCR's honesty and willingness to not take their money. These customers returned at later dates because they trusted that DCR was interested in truly helping them through their financial struggles, not just in taking their money. Jared accredits these corporate values for the success and growth of his company today. Success does not come without its share of challenges and mistakes. So when I asked Jared what the biggest challenge in running his business has been, he replied with, "That's an easy answer, employees." He believes that employees can make or break a company. They can be a great asset, but they can also be the one thing that makes you never want to own a business. Great employees, if you can find them, can help grow your business, but finding the good ones is not easy. DCR went through many stressful years learning the ins and outs of making sure they had policies in place to keep their employees on track. When I then asked him about their biggest mistake early on, he again related it back to employees. Early on, they always tried to find the good in everyone and tried to be friends with their employees. But Jared quickly realized that you can't run a business this way. They've learned the hard way over time that some employees can and will take advantage of you if they see an opportunity to. So to fix this, they learned that they had to be strict with employee laws, they needed to create and implement in-office policies, and most importantly, they had to be fair. It's important to be balanced across the board and treat everyone the same. Having written policies protects you as a business owner. And the biggest takeaway is to know your state and local employment laws and rights to look after yourself first. As Jared stated, mistakes happen every day. The key is not making the same mistake twice. I asked Jared what the most satisfying part about running his business was, and he said the testimonials and feedbacks that he gets from consumers about how their program helped them when no one else could, when they had no other option for purchasing a home. Calls from clients elated and in tears that they just closed escrow on a home of their dreams makes it all worth it for him. Their core values, coupled with happy clients and the relationships they've worked so hard to grow and maintain with real estate and lending companies, has led to great growth and success for his company. In 13 years, they have never had a negative year. In their most successful year of growth, they grew 22%, and they continue to grow an average of 8 to 12% per year. With a company experiencing as much growth as DCR has, the decision to hire came as a natural progression for them. It started with at first bringing on one person to help sort through paperwork. Initially, all of the work was being done out of a spare bedroom turned home office. And then once Tiffany, his wife Tiffany, came on full time and began to build connections with local real estate offices, business took off, and today they have 13 employees in a small office space. They learned that friend and family employee referrals really don't work out. They mostly use online job sites to post openings, and they look for employees with a general knowledge and background in real estate and mortgage lending. They have found that incentivizing employees with higher pay has made them more motivated and dedicated to reach company goals. And over time, they've created a training program and a handbook that has been vital in making sure that employees know the goals and values of the business. When hiring, Jared says they look for qualities of honesty and integrity in potential hires. And he says that while turnover is inevitable, their biggest factor in retention is pay. They do pay higher than other similar jobs in the area. And he says his employees are more vested in the company's success because of it. To help employees succeed, they've created an open environment where employees feel comfortable to ask for help if they need it. And there's always someone on site to help with questions and problems, so no one is ever thrown to the wolves and expected to know everything, especially because there are so many laws that they have to be compliant with. At the beginning, Jared took the role of prospector. He saw an opportunity to enter a relatively untapped market for credit repair. He was doing much of the work already as he was processing loans, and realized that there was a need in the market for an individualized credit repair service. Already knowing much of the ins and outs of credit repair through his experience, he decided he would create DCR and make extra money. Today, Jared says that the strategy has not changed much. With house purchases on the rise, they still find they offer a valuable service that not many others are offering. To date, competition is still low. There are only a few companies that hold similar certifications with the DOJ, and about 3% of those are located throughout the country. So the primary strategy today is to continue to work with integrity and honesty, helping individuals who are committed to fixing their credit issues for the right reasons. Uh, Jared says that their biggest strength is his wife, Tiffany, and the relationships she has built with dozens of real estate and mortgage offices throughout the state and beyond, who consistently send referrals their way. She has created a tight bond with these companies that has created loyal business partnerships that continue to offer referrals. Their biggest weakness, surprisingly, is also one of their biggest strengths. It is their moral integrity. While it is definitely a strength, Jared says that sometimes they care too much and it has hindered their growth. They can easily take people's money, and if they can't help in the end, oh well. But because they care so much and only want to take business from those they can truly help, they often turn away clients who are more than willing to pay the fee because they feel it's unethical to take their money if there is no chance that they can be helped. An opportunity that Jared sees down the line is to expand and enter into debt settlement, which is already a big factor in their credit repair business, but that they currently cannot help clients with. So this would be an area that they could possibly expand to in the future. And their biggest threat comes with maintaining their reputation. Lots of uncertified pop-up companies that promise credit repair um, come and go, but they're really only interested in taking advantage of buyers who are desperate to fix their credit, and they really only are in the business to take people's money. These businesses continue to give all credit repair companies a bad name. As our interview wrapped up, our conversation closed with reflections by this seasoned business owner. Jared advises start slow, make good choices, learn the business along the way. He says oftentimes when starting a business, people will take on any debt that they need to jump into something to make money quick, and that's not the way to do it. He says, don't take on too much debt. Jared says that he's comfortable in knowing that if their doors closed tomorrow, they would not owe anyone money. Business is a learning curve, and it doesn't matter how much schooling you have until you own a business, only then can you understand what goes into it. He says that at the end of the day, he'd rather lose business than run a business with no integrity or moral compass. As I wrapped up the interview with Jared, I asked one final question. What is the most important role you feel you have as CEO? And he describes his most important role as making sure that everyone follows the laws and the goals set forth by the company. He says, my job is to make sure structurally that everything is sound and there is no way for an outsider to penetrate our business. Now that I've had the opportunity to go back and review some of my notes from the interview with Jared, I was able to take away a few key points that I feel will help me down the line in my professional career. The first is establishing core values that you're willing to stand by and promote throughout all of your business operations. And integrity is one that I feel every business should have as a core value. The second item was building a foundation of employees that can really help grow your business and knowing um, how and when to offer them support so that they can promote your values um, and strive to reach the goals of your organization. Lastly, um, one of his last comments really resonated with me about starting slow. I know so many people who have tried to go into business and jump in head first, not really knowing what they're getting into and failing miserably. Um, I think it's important to really establish a foundation, learn the business, um, and accept the fact that you're not going to get rich right away. Um, and so I think that is one of the most helpful insights that I got from this interview. So I hope you've been able to also take something away from this interview. I look forward to your comments and feedback, and thank you for watching.